Brew me something sweet, will you? By Orphan Account, on AU3. Chapter 1, Episode 1. Izuku considers himself to be a pretty chill guy. Of course, he has the occasional freakout that typically ends in a nervous breakdown, but other than that, Izuku thinks of himself as a rather composed person. Most of the time. When he's working, he thinks that's when his composed self really does shine. As a virtual artist, he can learn to appreciate the surprisingly similar art of making coffee. Steaming milk and artfully drizzling caramel sauce are the highlights of Izuku's job. Uraraka calls him extra for the care he puts into swirling whipped cream. Ida calls him diligent. Aizawa doesn't really care. It's a normal day at first. He unlocks the shop for his Tuesday morning shift, disables the alarm before it goes off on him, washes out the blenders and wipes down the counters, flips over the chairs from their stacked positions on the tables scattered across the small cafe. He switches on some music from his playlists, which is just songs from the same artist shuffled, and then he prepares some online orders for pickup. He also starts to take out some of the milk and creamer, getting ready for the inevitable morning rush hour that floods the shop every single day. There's some regulars, like the purple-haired man, Shinso, if Izuku's memory serves him right, that comes in with eye bags darker than the void, and the black coffee that he always orders. Or that green-haired girl, Shou. She always tells him to write on her cup after her third order, but Izuku still writes Asu. That Ochako, obviously, has a crush on, that orders a flat white buy daily. Ida and Ochako file into the shop, the bell jingle merrily and making Izuku look up from his position, restocking the ice cubes. Yaku-kun! Uraraka exclaims gleefully, tugging off her heavy winter coat and throwing it into the back room. You always get here so early. Yeah, Izuku responds, shoveling another scoop of ice into the metal box under the counter. It makes it easier for the morning rush, so I thought I'd just wake up early and get here anyways. But you really didn't have to. Ochako chimes, tying her airplane on. When all three of us are here, we can set up quickly enough for the customers. Izuku just hums, leaning down and grasping the ice scooper with crooked and scarred fingers, and he dumps another load of cubes into the small fridge. I guess I just needed something to do. Yeah, I can understand that. Uraraka beams, and she glances down at the task that Izuku is in the midst of completing. But, in my humble opinion, I don't think anyone is going to order an iced drink today. It's pretty cold outside. That's true, Izuku says, and the clatter of ice cubes filled the pause after that statement. But you'd be surprised. Some people are crazy. Well, I think the most of the people in the morning rush are sane. Uraraka says, leaning on the counter. I don't know a single regular that orders iced drinks. Izuku stops to counter this, pursing his lips. I guess you're right, but not all the people in the morning rush are regulars, Uraraka. Well, the regulars would get here earlier, right? Uraraka says, twiddling with her airpin. I would think that the first 10 orders would all be hot drinks. Uraraka looks over at Izuku, meeting his eyes. And Izuku knows that look. It's a challenge. There's no doubt about it. Okay then, Izuku says, mocking innocence. Well, I think that in at least the first 15 orders, there would be at least one iced drink. You're on. How much are you betting? Izuku glanced up at the ceiling, biting his lip in concentration. I still need to get you back for last week. That was stupid. There was no way you were gonna make a hot chocolate in 10 seconds, Deku-kun, and you knew it, so it wasn't my fault. Izuku ignores everything Uraraka said, and said, settling on a number. 2,000 yen. Uraraka scoffs, like she's bored, but Izuku can see the gleam in her eyes. Fine. And that's how it begins. Shouto is not having a good day. And that's saying a lot considering it's only 5 in the morning and he's just woken up. His eyes has snapped open only a few minutes ago, his chest heaving and his left eye burning, and his bangs sickly with sweat. Already, it was extremely uncomfortable. And then, he couldn't even boil water for his coffee, the kettle, and put his shirt on backwards. And his jacket was inside out. He forgot to charge his phone and now is sitting in his pocket with 4%. And his lack of caffeine is really getting to him. Walking into the kitchen was a nightmare. Perhaps more of one than his actual nightmare. His knees shaking like he was 5 all over again, and the left side of him burning and melting the whole time. He doesn't have much to do today, all things considered. Typically, his day would be packed full of rehearsals and interview sessions at the studio and hours spent under his father's watchful gaze. But thankfully, he doesn't have anything scheduled until 8 in the evening for an appearance on a talk show. Despite his unexpected break from his duties, the day is absolutely terrible. And Shouto knows it'll stay this way. The walls of his apartment feel a bit too tight, and he decides from his position flopping over on the couch that he needs to go outside to get a breath of fresh air. Shouto glances out the window, taking in the slowly rising sun and still dark sky, but decides that he would rather get mugged than mope in his living room all day. It also feels too lonely, too empty. No one there, no heat or cold, just nothing. His hallway is sparsely decorated. No picture frames or decorations or anything that makes the space truly feel inhabited. The feeling follows Shouto all the way to the restroom. At the mirror in the bathroom, he tries to make himself look a little less like a thug and a little more like an acceptable member of society that is not hyperventilating and a person that is definitely fully in control of himself. He combs through his hair a bit, separating the white and red strands, and he dabbles a little concealer under his eyes so the bags don't stand out too much. And of course, because he's going out in public like a normal civilian, he'll need a disguise so that he doesn't get recognized. It's not too difficult to accomplish. Shouto has various eye patches prepared in his closet specifically for times like these so he can cover his burning, melting, boiling, unsightly scar. Shouto usually wears an eye patch when he goes into public anyways, just so that people could actually meet his eyes instead of just staring, not discreetly, at his scar. His eyes, full of unspoken questions that begged to be asked. Shouto also has a black beanie that he puts on and tucks his hair into. His stylist had told him that that was important. Shouto's red and white hairstyle is perhaps the most iconic part of his image, and the first time he made that mistake of not covering it, he was swarmed by the media almost immediately. All he wanted that day was a bowl of soba anyways. But nope, of course, his celebrity status just had to ruin it for him, right? Shouto still feels like he's melting when he's at the door, putting on a heavy coat with a furred hood, just to make sure that his disguise doesn't slip. It's the only jacket that he owns, a gift from Fuyumi, and although Shouto would normally bundle up in it and maybe put on a scarf or some gloves, he feels like it's too hot, boiling, for that. Shouto checks his phone for the weather. It reads a cheery -15 degrees Celsius. Shouto sighs, considering putting on some gloves at least, but in the end, his scar just feels too hot. Burning, under his eye patch. And he walks through his door without much preamble. The cold is bitter, but it caresses Shouto like a warm hand nonetheless. Walking through the city in the dark is an eerie type of thing. Most of the time when it's dark, there's still a bunch of people out in the streets, partying and walking home drunk. But in the early mornings, there's nearly no one dawning around. Even if there were people, they would look dead on their feet. The sun is starting to blister across the navy sky, sending curtains of lava, boiling, burning, cascading through the clouds, slowly warming up the air. Shouto's breath puffs out when he exhales, and he blinks lazily. Yeah, he definitely needs caffeine. The world is hazy in his eyes. Before his daily coffee, he can't even operate like a functioning human being. His manager often makes fun of him for his dependency on caffeine, but he seriously can't help it. Glancing down the block, Shouto decides to step into the nearest coffee shop, dreading the rest of the day. Hi! It's been a hot minute, but I'm back. I started out this new one. Yeah. Oh, I apologize for being, absent for a while. I'm gonna try to get back into the room of things. Again, 1 episode a day, trying to get back into the rhythm. I'm not making any solid promises, but I really hope that I could get 1 episode a day at the very least, and then get back into 3 after a while. Build up that, that habit and stuff. I have a job now. It's a part-time job, so it'll allow me to have time, to be able to record and shit. It's a different job from the one I started a little bit before I did that coming back episode. I'm also back because, you see, My Hero Academia ended. And that's so sad. And I saw an edit of, saying, that little clip of All Might, or, the end of My Hero Academia, and then that little clip of All Might of Your Turn or Your Next. What was it? God damn it. I'm a horrible fan. I'm fake, guys. I'm fake. I'm trying to see. Hold up. Pika sent me a picture. Next, it's your turn. Yeah, your turn. I was right about that one. Okay. It's your turn, right? And then it just showed a bunch of images and videos of cosplayers, fan fictions, fan art, fan skits. You know those skits, those TikTok skips. It feels so weird saying TikTok. I'm used to calling it tickety talkety. It's an inside joke with my family. But those, TikTok skits, all that jazz. And it got me thinking, I'm like, shit, My Hero Academia has ended, but I can't let the fandom end. There's so many I want us to be like Harry Potter fandom. And not in the sense of I want us to be Harry Potter. I hope you understand what I mean by that. I want us to be strong like the Harry Potter fandom that thrives even though Harry Potter ended so long ago. You know how they are still super at the top of things. There's still, Harry Potter merch that is being sold out constantly because, they keep on buying shit. They keep on, stuff like that. I'm not saying I support Harry Potter. I don't like J.K. Rowling's, and I do not support her views or any of that. But I want us to be like that. I want us to have a really thriving fandom that doesn't die off because the anime and the manga has ended, I know the manga has ended for a while. I saw that when the manga ended. Also, that was such a BKDK ending. I don't give a shit who. I know this is a Todoroki ship podfic I'm doing, but I like BKDK, alright? You could sue me. If I'm being honest, my favorite ship is Shindeku, but that no way in fucking hell that's ever being canon. They barely have any interaction in the anime. That is never happening. But BKDK is a very close second. I absolutely love it. That was such a gay ending. And also you can't tell me that wasn't a gay ending. I'm sorry. Who the motherfucking fuck spends 8 years? Mind you, you have to think about it this way. His suit. We're getting into spoiler territory. I'm not gonna dabble. I'm just gonna say, think about it this way. 8 years. 8 years that man has been plotting that, saving for that, having to memorize Izuku's hero outfit for that. I'm just saying. It's a little gay. Point taken is, since, My Hero Academia has ended, obviously we are still having My Hero Academia content, considering the fact that, what's it called? My Hero Academia Vigilantes is up and airing and stuff, and that's still, I don't know how many seasons that's gonna get. I haven't seen nor watched Vigilantes. I've actually been putting off on it. I've actually been putting off on watching the last 2 seasons of My Hero Academia. I think it's just a part of me that doesn't want it to end, and if I never watch it, it hasn't ended because I haven't seen the ending. You get what I mean? Like, I'm already spoiled. I already know what happens, but like, I don't want to watch it to have that concrete like thing happen. You know what I mean? Same thing with the manga. I wasn't reading it. I've just been seeing clips online because like there's no way I'm not gonna get spoiled. But because of that, it kind of inspired me to get back into the rhythm of things. I've had time. I'm also gonna start writing fanfictions. Actually, after I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and write fanfictions. So for now, my upload schedule is probably gonna be midday. Or I don't know, probably 2. I don't know, whenever. This one's gonna be uploaded literally tomorrow. I'm recording this on a Monday. It'll be uploaded tomorrow. I was actually thinking of uploading it today. But do I close or open tomorrow? Let me check. Hold up. It depends. It depends on my schedule. Do I close or open tomorrow? I better freaking open tomorrow. Oh, I don't work tomorrow. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I don't work tomorrow. About that. Yeah, I could upload it today and tomorrow I'll have another one upload for you guys. Yeah, we could do that. I'm gonna upload this one. It's gonna be at a random time, but I'm gonna try to have it so that 12 is uploading schedule for all of y'all. 12. For now, once we get the other 3 rolling, it'll be different. And I think I'm gonna stick to 3. I think 4 is a little too insane for me. A little. So I'll stick with 3 for now. I'm not going to be doing any of my side projects like the voice acting or the Podfic revamps for now. Not saying that I'm never going to do them. I just want to get into the rhythm of, recording again. And I'm going to get into the rhythm of, at least uploading 1 chapter of any of my fics a week. Or I don't know. I might decide on focusing on writing 1 and uploading 1. But that would be a little hard. All of them are there. But point taken is I'm going to be focusing on creating My Hero Academia content again. Also, guys, don't think I don't like My Hero Academia anymore. I absolutely love it. It consumes my every waking moment. And I kid you not, yesterday, I was literally with my dad. And, like, I turned over to Echo Bro. And I'm like, hey, put the evil theme song of that evil, evil man who's obsessed with his brother. And, we were just in the back, just going over and over. We looped that song. Point again is, I love My Hero Academia. I am literally wearing my Deku PJ plants and my Katsuki Bakugo t-shirt. They're not together. Like, these two didn't come together. Like, this t-shirt isn't like a sleepwear, but I'm using it as PJs. I'm using a chibi Bakugo with the words, I think what, Great Explosion, God Dynamite, Murder, God Dynamite, and then little chibi Izuku on my pants, on like my PJ pants. I think it's amazing. I got a Hot Topic. It was really good. I actually got it for cheap because they were having a sale. A really shitty sale for Black Friday, by the way, but whatever. I love My Hero Academia. I love it a lot. I've actually been reading a lot of fan fiction. Like, a lot. Like, I actually have been reading fan fiction while working. I'm not supposed to. But if I have one earphone in and that earphone is, like, listening to some Podfic, well, who's to say? The boss don't gotta know. Point taken is, I've had a lot of fun with My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia means a lot to me, and I am immensely sad that it's over. I kind of wanted it to go for, 20 more seasons, I personally would have loved if it gone for more seasons. I hear rumors that they're gonna make a live action, and I hope they stay rumors because I don't want a fucking live action! Anyways, at least not made by America. Please and thank you. Or if we get, like, a live action, can it be a spin-off? Like, a live action spin-off? Like, not, like, the main cast, not the main characters, but maybe, like, same type of universe, or same universe, but just in America, and for some reason, or, like an AU kind of shit. You know what I mean? I don't want, like, a direct spin-off, And I don't want it to be linked back to that one either. Like, I want it to be, like, an AU, different universe type thing, where, like, the characters are not even the same characters, and it's not taking place in the same place. Like, I don't want My Hero Academia to get colonized. point to goodness. I kid you not, it's my ever-waking moment. I literally have like 3-4 servers. They're not mine, but like, we kind of share them. It's me and 3 other people, or me and 2 other people in some of them, where we roleplay, and it's the My Hero Academia universe. My Hero Academia characters left that a long time ago. It's literally just a bunch of OCs, but in the My Hero Academia universe. It's been like that for years. So like, My Hero Academia is like a huge part of me, and I kind of want to get back to recording. I haven't done this in a while. So yeah, guys, I think I'm actually back now. For reals this time. See you tomorrow. Not with this podfic. It's gonna be the other one. It's gonna be... Don't get excited. You guys are not gonna see Izuku and Todoroki meet. Actually, talk about this fanfic. I should talk about this fanfic. We're gonna come back tomorrow with Ripples on Deep Water by Orphan Account on AO3. Chapter 16. What episode is it? I don't know what episode it is. I need to check on the other side of this, but I can't because I'll stop recording. I low-key, when I started this, because I chose this a while back, I kind of forgot what this was. This is Todoroki. I thought it was Shindeku for a second. I'm like, oh, coffee shop AU, Shindeku, yay! And then I saw Todoroki's point of view, and I'm like, hold up. In my head, I'm like, hold up. After I was done recording, I saw in my thumbnail thing, it says Todoroki, and I'm like, oh, it's Todoroki. I used to be a huge Todoroki shipper. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was a huge Todoroki shipper. I still shipped BKDK, but that didn't actually, like, fully set sail. Like, I started shipping Todoroki after the sports festival. And then after season 3 and 4, I started shipping BKDK, like, heavily. And then season 5 rolled around, and, like, it just kept growing and growing. Shindeku, I don't know when that happened. That shit just happened. I can't even say what part of the show it was, because it wasn't even because of the show. I think it was because of a skit or because of a fanfic. I do know it was like something external that made me realize, hold on, y'all are onto something. Because I used to be a huge Shindenki shipper, but I don't ship them anymore. The only people I ship Denki with is Bakugo and Ojiro. Hear me out. It's good. Research it. Moving on. So this is going to be a nice one. I'm not saying I don't ship Todoroki. I think it's a really cute ship. I like it. It's not one of my top ones. As I said, like for Deku ships, my top ones are, as I said, BKDK and then, not BKDK, Shindeku, then BKDK, then, Shindeku BKDK, or Shin BKDK, however you want to pronounce it, then Todoroki. And then for Todoroki, my top ship for him isn't Deku either. It's Sero. I love Seroroki. Seroroki is, I love it so much. I can never go back to BKDK being like top for me for Todoroki's ships, because like Sero is right there and so much better for, like, I like their chemistry a lot more. I do. It's such an underrated ship for some reason. So, like, I don't get that many fanfiction of them. But, like, I love their ships so much. It's endearing to my heart. I love them. So, yeah. I'm back. I need to situate my stuff on the fics that... The reason I'm starting an orphaned fic again is because after the AO3 divorce that happened, aka I got timed out. I got timed out for a bit because I kept asking people to podfic, and it was because it was the same question. I wasn't allowed. We're not allowed to do that. I'm actually still kind of struggling on that. That's like actually one of the biggest reasons why I also just didn't want to come back as well. Cause let's just say my asking pattern is the same. I copy paste. It's the same kind of message. Because I wanted to ask as many people as I can, because I upload as much, like the amount of uploads I do, like I have to ask up to 10 fan fictions to get one yes, and that's not even a good scale. It's more like 1 to 20 to get a yes, right? Kind of, not exactly. It's not an exact math, but like, and mind you, I was going through like 3 to 4 a month, meaning at the very least. I was going to 1 to 2 a month. At the very least, I would have to be asking, you know, 20 fics a month, right? And that's sat there, you know, writing it. And now I'm gonna have to actually like sit there and write an individual message, each one changing a bit. I'm already thinking of like how to do that style wise. Like I was thinking of just adding a message at the bottom of why I chose it. I don't know. It's still a work in progress. I haven't asked yet. You know, yeah, I was thinking of like, because my thingy is short. It's short and sweet. It's like, hey, hello, I was wondering whether you'd give me permission to podfic this fic. I'd upload it on YouTube. I would credit you and put the link in the fic description, stuff like that, right? And then I'll add a little message on like why I chose, you know? Sorry, I'm writing that down so I don't forget. Stuff like that. But no, yeah, I'm back fully. Sorry if you guys thought that this 13 minutes was like, I know the intro is now longer than the actual fic itself. Like the actual podfic for part of the thing. Apologies for that again. But I wanted to rant. I haven't ranted to you. Like I haven't like talked and sat with you guys for a while. So yeah, this one's gonna be kind of short because it is like a one shot. It's technically a one shot. I'm not gonna sit here and record 2 hours though. I love y'all, but no. I'm gonna split it up to 10-20 minute portions depending on how much time I actually have to start getting ready for work, which is why I did the 10 minute portion instead of the 20-minute portion. Otherwise I would have done the 20-minute portion, but I have to get ready for work. Depending on when I have to record this again is how much I will do. So yeah, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content. And thank you so much for watching.